maybe the positive side is a more appreciation for life.
Market Street. One side is undercrossed. Market Street. Market Street. One side.
A year later, we are still prohibited from gathering in large groups, expected to wear masks, social distance, and are possibly remembering lost loved ones. But what if I told you that through this unimaginable suffering and uncertainty that the COVID-19 pandemic has brought us, ultimately taught us deeper lessons, forced us to reflect, and appreciate things that we once took for granted around this time last year? My name is communtiy, and I went out into the streets of Philadelphia with PhillyCAM to expose the resilience and wisdom Philadelphians have gained a year later after COVID-19 has entered our lives. Let's check out what they had to say.
Market Street. One side is undercrossed. Market Street. Market Street. One side.
Face-to-face time with people.
I just miss the fresh air. Family.
Our friendships, for sure.
Hand sanitizer.
The ability to just go out.
Time.
I really do miss being able to just go outside and sit in the sun.
So during COVID, obviously, I got to spend a lot of time with my mom at home, and I think that we've always been close, but I think that brought us a lot closer.
I used to be the type where I didn't really care to hang out too much with my friends. I can see them whenever, but nowadays, I'm the one asking my friends, yo, can we hang out? Can we hang out? Safely, of course.
Being able to just go out shopping today, be around a bunch of people just walking around enjoying the weather, because once quarantine started, we were cooped up in our houses and stuff, couldn't really do anything. So definitely being stuck inside for so long, I definitely took that for granted. So now as much as I get the chance, so I go out and do as much as I can, even with all the restrictions and whatnot.
And since the pandemic, not having the ability just to have that face-to-face interaction with people, that's something that I've definitely come to appreciate more.
Market Street. One side is undercrossed. Market Street. Market Street. One side.
Family time isn't so bad. Staying inside isn't, the worst thing in the world. It gets a lot of stuff done. You can be very productive. Again, I do like going outside and stuff, but being locked in for the past year hasn't been totally awful. There's a good way to look at everything.
So I think the world, at least America, is becoming a little bit safer and more sanitary. So that's definitely a positive impact.
At least for me personally, something positive that I learned is that I have surrounded myself with people that definitely care about the well-being of everyone else.
You can learn to live with yourself and by yourself. You don't always have to have, a crowd around.
Having to quarantine, I learned how to love myself so strongly. Before COVID, I probably wouldn't have bright pink hair. So I think that while a lot of negativity has happened, it did teach people how to just be better to everyone overall.
The people that you depend on, the people that support you, you need to support them back and stop being unfamiliar.
I definitely think that there is a greater sense of unity, believe it or not. I think that when people face the same difficulty or the same challenges, they tend to unite. And it's been very encouraging to hear people sort of have a greater focus on things like mental health and social interactions, and being alert to when they're not spending enough time, building those personal connections with individuals, right? That has been a great encouragement.
Market Street. One side is undercrossed. Market Street. Market Street. One side.
Take a little rest if you don't feel good. Like you're feeling weak or distressed.
Be sanitized, wear your mask, and stay safe. Just keep going. Get your vaccination, get other vaccines, please, for the sake of everyone else, and for yourself. Do what's best for you. We're all going through this together.
Something me and my sister always text each other to inspire each other is to just take your time. If you're having a bad day, let it happen. Live life, I guess, to what makes you happiest.
just trust science, keep the humor going. We've made it through the worst. We're still going through it, and honestly, just support your community, because that's honestly what we have, each other.
Keep the hope, hope for better times, hope that things are going to get better, and things are starting to look up, and we got to just keep pushing through and hope that we can get back to some kind of normalcy.
Spend time communicating to people generally that you appreciate them, that you care, especially your loved ones. That's something that I think we don't do enough. And going through this pandemic, I think we've all are coming out with a greater sense of appreciation for life, for health, and we should let each other know that.